how are you? I trust that you're having a beautiful day and that it will continue to be as magnificent as you've wanted to be. Let me let you into how I manage to have beautiful days irrespective of where I am and what I do. So my transformation journey started with 3 key principles. I told myself that in order for me to live the life that I want and to transform into the greater version of myself, I need to have the 3 key principles or values where I will hold on to them irrespective of what and where. And you can drop me anywhere in the world. I will survive and I will live, and I'll continue the journey into stepping into the greater version of myself. And what are those? Is peace, my inner peace. I value the inner peace in my life. The core, the strength, the peace that says, I'm here and I'm here to do more and best. I value that. Number 2, I value the breath, my breath, the abundance of breath around me and in me. I know that for as long as I can breathe, for as long as I'm here in this universe, in this form, and having this experience, I will continue to breathe and think and do and transform into even better version of Tshidi that you and I know today. The third thing is imagination. I allow myself to be the little girl that I grew up to be, the little girl that wanted to dream and go beyond the sunset. And so whatever I do and wherever I am, I never lose the value of just going wild in my mind and imagining the greater mountains that I've never been, the greater sunset that I'm yet to experience, the greater moment, the greater conversations that I want to have with the greater mentors or the people that I know who have influenced my life. So I constantly, those conversations, those imaginations, are entrenched in my mind, and they help me to go through whatever it is that I go, that may be challenging in my life, or whatever it is that I'm going through in the day. So those 3 key principles help me to prosper and to navigate in every circumstances of my life. Deliberately, they are simple and they're always with me. It's not my car, it's not the house, it's not the bank balance, it's none of those. It's the simplest thing that whenever I am having hard conversation, I can just think of my inner peace. And if that conversation is toxic to my inner peace, I choose to move on. Because I value the inner peace, I choose and I decide what I want to engage in. Because I value my inner peace, I choose and I decide what my space will look like in the morning, during the day, and at night. And so that is sort of an alarm that I've created in my mind to say, Tshidi, you're stepping out of your peace zone. Come back and be here and breathe. Enjoy the breath. No one can take away the power of me breathing, the power of me, imagining whatever it is that I want to imagine, or stepping into my inner peace. That is important. And we need to define the key principles in our life which we will hold on to. And those key principles will help us to navigate into whatever happy moments, challenging moments that we're going through in our lives. Because if we don't do that, we will constantly hop into the spaces that are toxic because we don't know what is it that is of value to us. And so people will use us to go into the channels that they want us to go because they're seeking reaction, or it's fitting for them for us to be at a certain corner, and they can use us as a stepping stone or as that reaction ball that they want at that moment. So it is important that you and I have key factors that are so simple in life that wherever we are, whether they drop us in a desert or somewhere in the world, we will continue to thrive because we know what is important in our lives. So define those key factors. Define something that you know that throughout the day you can always have, and it will remind you of your greatness, and it will remind you to stay tuned because you are in an important journey. Your role, your goal is to meet the better and the greatest version of yourself. And if you have those key factors, it can be 1, 2, 5, whatever, but simplify it so that you own your happiness. Simplify it so that you are powerful and you remain powerful, and you engage in conversations that are important to you, and you step into spaces that are only meaningful to you. My name is Tsidi. And you can get in touch with me on tsidi@imperativejourney.co.za. I look forward to your feedback and your comment. Let's be great. Let's step into our greatness. Cheers. Bye.